To this day, she's no idea how much pain he caused.
So you fiddled the old lady's books?
I had every intention of paying her back every last penny. Months later, he wanted more. This time I said no. He begged, but I remained firm. This time he'd have to find his own way out of the mess he'd made of his life. He went to London, wrote me a note, and killed himself. His mother... His mother was left completely broken.
And you were left to account for the £25,000 you'd stolen?
As long as the old lady was alive, I had breathing space. For 2 years I lived on my nerves, repaying what money I could, terrified that my wife would... Then in quick succession I received 2 body blows. Felton, my chief clerk, found out about the money. He began blackmailing me, threatening to tell my wife, whose health was already... And the news I've been dreading. The old lady died. Only a matter of time before my deception was uncovered. And then, out of the blue, apparent salvation, I was asked to transfer the money to the Exley branch. And I informed Felton that he was to act as courier. He immediately saw it as a way for me to pay back the stolen money and for him to pocket the rest. We would arrange for a fake robbery to take place. I would slip away from the funeral and set up an obstruction in the road. When the young girl would stop the car, Felton would knock him unconscious. When he came round, Felton would tell the masked man with a gun who'd cost them both. Meantime, I would return to the funeral, throwing away the open and empty box for the police to find later.
And the money? The 40,000?
Money was in the last places anyone would think of looking for it. It never left my office. The box was empty the whole time.
So the police would be looking for an armed man with a sack full of money and find neither because they were non-existent. Well, that is clever. But something went wrong.
Something went wrong.
He's all right. He's all right. The Winfrey! Shoot the bloody Winfrey! Unlock the bloody case!
I changed into my dark suit before going to the funeral. In doing so, I placed the keys on top of my filing cabinet. They were still there.
You bloody old fool! Catherine!
There was only one thing left for me. To make it appear that the robbery had taken place and that Felton was involved. I took the keys from where I'd left them. To make it appear that Felton had taken them. On my way home, I threw them away. And it was completely dark. I took him to the woods in bed. It's only then that I realized what I'd done, throwing away the keys before putting the money back into the box. How could I explain it if the body were found and the box cut open and revealed to be empty? I went back with a spade and an axe. I severed his arm. The flesh was swollen. The chain wouldn't move. I dug another hole. And when I returned home, I scrubbed my hands until they bled.
At a pinch, I might just understand how you came to kill Felton, but killing Garwood.
I knew you would question Garwood. And if there was the chance, just the slightest chance that he would... You see, I love my wife very much, Inspector. And she needs me, you see. I'm the only one she trusts. She depends on me entirely. Without me, she couldn't exist. And if I were to be taken from her... I didn't want to kill Garwood. But it was his life.
Duff? You all right?
Mr. and Mrs. Gerald Powell shot her, then shot himself. Sort of one-sided suicide pact. The newspapers are going to love it.
What's happening? Is the pathologist having him?
No, straight to the morgue.
I have to inform the next of kin.
There is no next of kin. An old Jack with a thump on the box, so I stay out of his way when he gets back.
You alright, Gov? Yeah, I'm alright. Broke the door down, did you?
Yeah. Well, I thought you were in trouble.
It was a bit daft, wasn't it? You could have got your ruddy head blown off.
He must have been round the twist, poor old sod.
No. He just loved her. Not today, thank you. Oh, right. Kit.
Control to the eyebrows. Are you reading me, please?
Yes, what is it? Don't tell me you found someone else with a bullet in his bonds.
No, Jack. We found the girl.
She's all right, Linda. She's all right. She was just left outside casualty, sedated and wrapped in a blanket. There was no evidence of any kind of assault. Apart from a bang on the head, she's fine. I'll see if I can get them to get you a cup of tea, all right?
Mr. Frost.
You alright, Gov?
Seem to spend half my rotten life in this hospital. Let's get out of here, go and get some decent petrol fumes down our lungs, for God's sake. What's this?
Well, just a blanket and the clothes she was wearing.
No, this. Cat's hair, you're covered in it.
Gov?
Yeah? Where are they? Oh, cats. Annie? What happened, Annie?
Children, they come here. They torment me. Throw stones, break windows. Call me witch. Last Sunday she come. The girl. She see me and call me filthy names. Where do children learn such words? I find it best to say nothing. They get bored, they go away. But this one, she keep on, and then she throws stones. My kitten was outside, my lovely white kitten. She hit it. It cry with pain. And suddenly I am so angry for all those years. And I'm taking up a stone and I'm throwing it. And she falls. And when I see what I have done, I'm frightened. I hide her and stop the blood and give her medicine for to sleep. But I know she need doctor. and I take her to hospital. I know she tell you. I know you can't. I know I must be punished.
Gov.
If I am not here, who care for them? Who look after them?
Of course, the irony of it all is, if the girl's mother had been 20 minutes earlier, that body would probably have remained in those woods for another 30 years.
It's the first thing that struck me, sir. It's the irony of it all. I remember saying to D.C. Barnard as they carted Powell and his wife off to the morgue, how ironic, I said. If you'll excuse me, sir, I have some paperwork to clear up.
I was really very sorry to hear about your wife. If there's anything I can do.
Thank you.
Oh, and you'd better get onto the social services people.
What for, sir?
A mother lets her young daughter run the streets while she uses the home for prostitution. Come on now, Jack.
But that means they might take the kid away from her.
That's for them to decide.
She loves that kid.
It's called care and protection.
Well, I suppose someone's got to pay for that bloody helicopter, haven't they, sir?
And you will let me have your reports in writing, won't you?
Take the car, and I'll see you in the morning.
All right, Gov.
Have an eye in tomorrow. Pick me up 8:30.
Gov.
Go on, Nobby.